My name is Leah Hill, and if you ask any guy up here, Walter sucks.
Hey everybody, it's Knothead again, coming to you this week, just to talk about yesterday, and some current events. Something I didn't think I'd end up doing for this, but I think it needs to be done. Also, since I'm not going to be doing any racing next week, at least I don't expect to, that's why I'm doing 2 videos this week. So let's talk about yesterday, real quick. They didn't go too bad. Had a great first round. Wanted to change something on my car. Change sway bars. Get ready for the traction to come up because I knew it would. And I remembered on my way to the track when I was about halfway there, which is about 45 minutes or so. Yeah, I don't have them. Went back out to my car just to make sure, double check. Yeah, sure enough, I didn't have my extra sway bars. So still running on the stock bars. You got a lot of traction-y, especially at the end of the night. So I wasn't able to make any changes other than just dropping my ride height. But the car felt really good all day long. Car felt really good. I ran on silver micro contacts. It was really good for the track conditions. And I had a great night. Had a lot of fun. Ended up, first qual went really well, which I was able to record and upload. Second qual, I had a bad line, and I went from second to like last. I don't remember, second to really low, just on one lap. Pretty weird. That was really the only super weird lap, and I guess a few seconds is all it takes. But I don't know. Mains went all right. If I had been able to change my bars, mains may have gotten a little better. Didn't do as well as I wanted to, but I almost beat Tim Massey, who said I wouldn't. I mean, he's right so far. But I came really close to doing it. I really came down to last lap. I turned too early on a turn and got stuffed up on a pipe, and that was it. Pardon me. But I had a really good day. I had a great day. It was a good day at the track. I had a lot of fun. Got to talk about sway bar changes and spring changes, and to make sure my mind was right on kind of where things were at and when to kind of look at doing something like that. And I asked mainly in relation to Southern Nationals, because that's a race coming up that I'm most concerned with. And my train of thought was kind of right, but it kind of wasn't. So I asked when you would look at doing a change like that, and the answer was exactly kind of what I expected, which was when my car doesn't do what I want it to do. And I knew there wouldn't be an answer of like when, like from beginning of the day one or whatever like that to a qualifying run, second qualifier or whatever like that. I wasn't looking for exact time reference, but I was kind of looking more for like things you could see in your car's performance or whatever like that. And the answer that I made a joke later on in the day, the answer in RC always seems to be kind of it's a feel thing. So in relation to Southern Nats, I asked specifically, you go into it with a loose car set or loose track setup, because it is a loose track. I mean, it starts out really loose. When would you look at changing bars, springs, shock mounts, and things like that? And the answer pretty much was, if like one half of the track or an entire huge important section changes drastically and you need to make a change, that's when you'd look at doing it. But otherwise, set it up for a loose track and kind of let it go. Which was kind of the same exact answer I expected in relation to going to like Shaw's. But the answer for Indy was a little bit different, because Indy could start out kind of loose at the beginning of the day, or at the start of the day, but at the end of the day or end of a weekend, traction can change in an instant. So the answer for Indy was set it up for the worst possible conditions and then just drive your car. So that's something to look forward to, and that's kind of hoping that regretting that I didn't have my bars to set up for the worst possible conditions, which were the mains. I kind of missed out on having that, being able to set it up for the worst possible conditions and send it. But knowing that and expecting that now and hearing it, I guess for a multiple time, second time, I know I could just set my car up here at home and just go to the track and send it. Which I've talked before, and this is where I'm going to get into the current events. I don't know how many people of you are watching or paying attention to or have heard anything about the Olympics. And we're going to be specifically talking about Simone Biles, where during the team finals yesterday, she had an incident, thought it might have been a physical injury, but it turns out her head just wasn't in the game. And she did what a lot of people are saying is turning her back on the country. She did the right thing for her. And that was, I can't do this. I'm not in the right spot. I'm in trouble. I need to stop. And today, apparently, news broke that she pulled out of individual competition for the same thing. And I had a conversation with RC buddy James Titus, who have you seen on here. Yeah, she quit. And I'm going to say this. She quit. Sure. But it's no different than driving your RC car and your mind just isn't in it. You're super distracted. You're not learning anything. You're not improving anything. You can't collect yourself. It's better to pull. You quit. But that's not a bad thing. Quitting because you can't perform at your highest level is not a bad thing. I want to make that perfectly clear. If you're not in the game and you can't perform at your highest level and you want to perform at your highest level, you should absolutely take care of you. Do you take care of you? With that being said, Simone Biles, I support you. You're at the Olympics, you're representing your team, and you need to win at the highest of the highest levels, and you know you can't. Girl, do you? It's, like I said, it's no different than pulling. And any pro I've heard said, if you're just not into it, if you can't do it, and you're having a bad day at the track, man, you're at the track to get away from things, to relax and have a good day. And if you're not having a good day performing at your highest level, take care of yourself. Your mind is the most important thing. So that's all I'm going to say on that. I don't want to turn my YouTube, I don't want to turn Knothead into talking about a lot of current topics, but that's just something that I was talking about today. Pardon me. That I wanted to relate to and put something out there on there. Because I made a suggestion yesterday for Brad Holcomb, and I was watching him in the mains, and he pulled because he just wasn't there. And Brad, that sucks that you pulled, man, but you got to do what you got to do. Take care of you. Anyway, guys, like I said, I'm not expecting any racing this weekend. Got to get ready for my son to come into town. I'm not expecting doing any racing next week. Probably just going playing at the track. So I'll think about some stuff to talk about. Maybe I'll do another video this week. Maybe I won't. Shaw's, not this coming weekend, next weekend, coming up for, I forget what round it is, the Red River Series. And then RC Pro the week after that, August 20, 2 weeks after that. Weekend of August 22nd, 7th? Sounds right? I can't talk. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, click that notification bell, and we will see you at the track.